back in 1982, 83, and 84 with the Blue Jays, and before today's game, they talked about their rather unique relationship. Men in their victory over South Africa last night, 11 of them left-handed hitters, and this lefty will take a seat. Strike three on Pete Orr as he goes down looking, tasting a loss yesterday. Dontrell working as quickly as ever. This one driven deep into the right field corner. It'll take a bounce and reach the fence. Clapp racing into second base. Hits second, wants three, and will get three as the relay throw will not be made. So Stubby Clapp into third base just like that against Dontrell Willis to knock off South Africa in their game last night. That one is just low for ball four. Willis indeed being very cautious with Bay. He walks him and they're on the corners. The 0-2 hit sharply. Teixeira bobbles it, got the out at first base first. The run does come in to score, however. Teixeira had to scramble, got to the bag to get the force out there. Then was thinking about a double play, but it popped out of that glove, and a run scores as Canada leads 1-0. He may exceed that count to finish an at-bat. Waved down and missed for strike three as Dontrell Willis strikes out Corey Koski. The first trip to the plate this afternoon for the U.S. He got fisted there, loops it into right. That'll drop down for a base hit. Jeter will scoot on back to first base. His second hit of the tournament, also had a single in yesterday's win over Mexico. Derek Jeter, Chipper Jones, Mark Teixeira. He walks Griffey outside for ball four, and that'll put runners at first and second. They hold, and he walked him. And the bases are loaded for Chipper Jones.
He did that.
First swing. Ground ball toward the middle. There's Orr to clap that, got one on the first double play. So the words of wisdom from Ernie Witt. That a boy, he says.
Decision today, though, for Team Canada manager Ernie Witt.
Raked into right. And under the glove of Wells. That's going to bounce and roll to the warning track and up against the fence. Guile to second base, now on his way to third. Wells, the Gold Glover, taking a chance on that ball, and it ate him up in right field. Played a role.
That to me has been the biggest surprise with Team USA thus far in this series. The defense, the timing has just not been there. That's a ball that Vern Wells, he'd be the first to tell you. He should have caught that ball. It should have been an out.
Too tight here around Dontrell Willis. Fly ball left center field. That's going to be plenty deep enough. And in fact, Griffey can't reach it. Over his head into the wall. Another run in. Guile scores. Stern is heading into third. And yet another three-base hit for Canada, their third of the day.
Ken Griffey Jr. feels like he should have caught the ball. Look at the route that he took. His first two steps were in. And the next thing you know, you're in Arizona. The ball's going to carry. He was not able to get to it. It got by him.
Walking two in the first inning. Line shot into left field. That'll settle down for a base hit for Varitek. The second hit of the day for Team USA. Jeter had a single in the first inning. This one coming with two out.
Walk total a little high.
High chop, or backs up on it. The Atlanta Brave crossed the diamond to get him at first base and retire the side. Another pretty good inning from the left-hander Adam Lowen, and Canada still in charge 2-0.
He's enjoying a lot of festivity.
having a good time as Jason Bay, another son of British Columbia, knocks a single into left field. From the tiny mining town of Trail, British Columbia.
Pitches.
Raked into right field. That'll drop down for a single. Bay advancing to second. Back-to-back hits here by Canada. At 5 already against Willis.
Dontrell.
Chopper over the hill, charging Jeter behind the mound. In time at first base, but the runners move up to second and third. And again, Dontrell Willis is not long. Bay and Morneau on the bases. Off the glove of Willis. It deflects to Chipper Jones. The throw to first. Safe. And the run comes in to score. Canada leads it 3-0. A bang-bang play at first base. Chipper Jones with a bare hand toss, but not in time.
Over there in that Team Canada dugout. The ball goes off the glove of Willis. There's Chipper. He comes in as hard as he can. Both runners are moving up. He comes up with the bare hand throw right on the money, but not quite in time. There's the first base coach, Rob Ducey. He's singling safe, and the dugout just simply erupted for Team Canada.
Man, that was close. It came against the soon-to-be world champion Chicago White Sox. And he hits that one up the middle for a base hit. Morneau is in to score. Laferret coming around. The throw to third. Not in time. 2-run score. It is 5-0 Canada.
They just continued to battle. I mean, by design, Team USA had some left-handed pitchers on the mound because of the 8 left-handed bats in the lineup. But it does not matter right now.
Consensus National League Comeback Player of the Year in 2005, and he jumps on this into the alley. He knocked it all the way to the warning track almost, heading into second. He'll pull up there with a double with 2 out here in the third. Orioles organization Lowen has 2-1 sharply to deep short, backhanded smoothly by Orr, up and over and in time to get Derek Lee. Side retired and the double is wasted as Lowen continues to do outstanding work.
I don't know how they're voting for Hall of Famers anymore.
Grounded toward the middle, they'll sneak through for a base hit, and Bay is on for the 3rd time today. Well, on this topic, manager Ernie Witt. Leiter's 2-0 pitch. Raked into right field. Wells on the move. Can't get to it. That's going to skip up and over the fence for a ground rule double. So 2 bases for Morneau. Bay has to settle for third. And here come the Canadians again. Defeat Panama moments ago. Estados hits it up the middle for a base hit. Bay is in to score. Morneau being brought in. He'll hustle in. And folks, it is 7-0 Canada over Team USA. Matt Stairs with a 2-run single off Gary Majeski. And some boos are starting to rain down on Team USA for the first time in the tournament. Holds that bat up high, and here comes the 2-1. High fly ball, right center field. Guile backs up to the track. He hauls it in. Teixeira tags up and advances from second to third. Now they're 2 down. Quite an effort. You go back to his first inning with the bases loaded, facing one of the great hitters in the game, and Chipper Jones. All about to unravel on him, and he got a double play out of Chipper. And listen to the hand for him as he comes off. 7-0 Canada. We'll be back. They did not strike anybody out. Holiday with a high fly center field. Stern backing up. Says he has it. He's got it. So a couple of long flies, but nothing brewing for the United States. And the shutout continues for Team Canada. And Ernie Witt up 7-0 after 4.
And wow, are they playing well today.
Griffey lashes that one into left field. That's going to drop down and bounce right by Bay, up against the fence. Young into third. They're going to bring him around. He's trying to score. The throw to the plate, not in time. The United States finally cracks the scoreboard. It is 8-1. Ken Griffey with the RBI, and he scoots down to second.
Yeah, he cracks his second consecutive double, filling those gaps.
RBI in as many days of the Classic. Loops that one to right field. That'll drop for a hit. Guile charging. Here comes the run. Guile firing to the plate. Won't get him. Francora's in to score. Laferret trying to block him off the plate, but Francora wound up sliding right through it. And it's 8-2. for 2 on 3 hits so far in the 5th inning. Up the middle, that'll kick off the bag into center field for a base hit. Lee into second. And the United States has something brewing here. A little life at last in Phoenix. And he walked him. And the bases are loaded for the United States.
It's just been a matter of throwing more strikes.
Runs here in the 5th inning. Swinging a high drive, left center field, way back. Very deep, high and gone. A grand slam for Veritek.
Amazing what one swing of the bat can do. Before this inning started, we were worried about the mercy rule and the United States getting embarrassed. All of a sudden now with the bases loaded, Jason Veritek, everybody here is excited. I don't think there's anybody for Team USA if they're able to get into the next round. How about that?
Yep, up high for ball 4. CC Sabathia, another one who could be at it. That one ripped into right field, down the line by Morneau. It's going to bounce and roll into the corner. That's going to hug up against that fence. Radmanovich coming around third. He's trying to score, throw to the plate. Schneider blocks him off, and he gets him with the tag.
That's how you run a relay. Tremendous job on the part of Francoeur to get there and then hit the cutoff man right in the chest. Gave him, if nothing else, an opportunity to come back and win it.
Schneider hanging with the tag and getting him at the plate.
Than any other leadoff man.
Down low, it just missed for ball 4, and that'll put runners at first and second. At the end of the game for either side to this point. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing high, fly center field. Stern backing up on the track at the wall, leaps. He makes the catch. He held on to it. Way back, over 400 feet from the plate. Utley hit it a mile. He needed to hit it a mile and a half. 4th inning today and was in total command, shutting out the United States. In there for strike 3. Side retired. Canada goes down in order. We go to the last half of the 9th inning. We're 3 outs away from that happening. Steve Green, Detroit Tigers farmhand. High chop to short. Orr, his fellow Braves teammate, throws and he hangs off of the tag. Francoeur took a tumble, but Morneau was able to apply the tag for the out on the throw off the mark. The 2-2. Into center, here comes Stern, dives ahead, it popped out of his glove. Rodriguez will be safe at first. Stern had it in the glove and then it spit right. 8-6 Canada. Ground ball, softly to first, and that's the ball game. Canada has upset the United States by a final score of 8-6. And quite unexpectedly, the USA tasting defeat here in round 1 of the World Baseball Classic. Steve Nash celebrating, the Canadian native and the Phoenix Sun star, with some fellow Canadians on hand here at Chase Field. And Canada wins in a big baseball upset, 8-6 over this group of United States Major League.
I thought you want my love,